My neighbor tried to destroy my life over a parking spot, and I couldn't be more thankful. I'm standing in the apartment parking lot at 7 a.m., staring at the empty spot where my car used to be, and my neighbor Linda's already marching over with her bathrobe flapping like she's some kind of parking lot vigilante. "That's what you get for stealing my visitor spot," she screams, pointing at the vacant space like she just solved a murder. I'm confused as hell because I've been parking in the same visitor spot for 2 years without a single issue. Linda's face is getting redder by the second. I have a verbal agreement with the landlord that both spaces are mine, my regular spot and the visitor spot next to it. She's waving this crumpled piece of notebook paper that supposedly proves her agreement, even though it's literally just her handwriting saying, "Linda gets 2 spots." The tow truck is already halfway down the street with my car, and I realize I'm about to be late for work again. This is gonna cost me like $300 to get it back, and Linda's standing there smirking like she just won the lottery. The next morning, there's orange traffic cones in her visitor spot, even though it literally says visitor parking on the sign. I move them, park normally, and find a note under my windshield wiper that says "Last warning thief" in what looks like angry crayon. 2 days later, I wake up to a long scratch down the side of my car, like someone dragged a key from the headlight to the taillight. Security cameras, conveniently malfunctioning that night according to management. But here's where it gets insane. Linda starts a whole campaign against me. She tells every tenant in the building that I'm a parking spot thief who's making her disabled mother walk extra far. Her mom visits like once every 3 months and definitely doesn't have any mobility issues. She's filing complaints with management weekly, each one more dramatic than the last. First, I'm aggressively taking her property, then I'm creating a hostile living environment, then somehow I'm threatening her safety by parking my car. The second towing happens while I'm out with some friends. Linda waited until I left and called her special tow company contact, claiming it was abandoned. Another $350 gone. The third time, she has them tow it while I'm inside dropping off groceries. I can see my car through the window getting hooked up. By the time I run out, they're already driving away because Linda prepaid for emergency removal. The building manager keeps saying we're looking into it, but nothing happens. Other tenants start avoiding me like I actually did something wrong because Linda's loud as hell and never stops talking about her stolen spot. She's literally trying to get my lease terminated, showing up at the management office every single day with new evidence of my crimes. When I get the notice that she's filed another complaint trying to get my lease terminated, the 7th one this month, I realize management is actually considering it because they're sick of dealing with her drama. That's when I snap out of it. I check the building management site and see that parking spots are now for sale. I make an offer the next morning for Linda's spot. There's a mandatory tenant meeting, and Linda's practically skipping with excitement because she thinks this is her big moment to get me kicked out. She stands up immediately when it starts, launching into this whole PowerPoint presentation about parking spot theft and tenant rights. "This criminal has been stealing from me for months," she's shouting, pointing at me while everyone just looks uncomfortable. The building manager clears his throat. "Actually, Linda, we need to discuss something else first." That's when I stand up. "Yeah, I bought the parking space." The entire room goes dead silent. Linda's face goes white. What? You can't buy my spot." The manager pulls out the paperwork. "Actually, she can." Building owner accepted her offer for permanent ownership of space B12. Linda starts screaming that I can't do that. I pull up my laptop and show everyone the security footage I had subpoenaed through my lawyer. There Linda is, clear as day, keying my car. And not just mine, she keyed 3 other cars that parked in her visitor spot. The property manager says, "Linda, this is destruction of property." People in the room are recognizing their own cars getting damaged. The police officer I invited walks in right on cue. I filed the reports last week, and Linda realizes she's completely screwed. Linda gets arrested right there for vandalism and fraud. The other tenants who got their cars keyed are all filing insurance claims and small claims court cases against her. She ends up owing over $8,000 in damages. Linda tries to retaliate by calling health inspectors on everyone's apartments, but that backfires when they find black mold in her unit from a leak she never reported. Last I saw, she had a vacate premises notice on her door, and I'm enjoying my new spot.